I found the React series to be something that I just didn't really care about. I will admit that I was at VidCon a few years ago and did meet one of the Fine Brothers, and he was a really, really nice guy. I forget which one it was, to be honest, but he was a really nice guy. And so I don't really want to attack them personally. I do find like what I've been watching from other YouTubers be extremely enlightening. So I'll tell you guys to go check out the video by Hate Everything. There's a video that Boogie did that was very level-headed and spoke to the real situation and the heart of the matter. Phil DeFranco did a video. Go watch one of those. This video actually is similar because it's kind of funny. When I came up with this series idea, I said to myself, and actually said to my friends who I do a weekly call with, Ricky and Scott, about how I wanted to do a video about reasons to hate other YouTubers. And I didn't want to hate on anyone, but I want to talk about a situation where people seem to not be okay with allowing other people to grow in a place where they're growing. And I had an experience with another YouTuber that I still respect and I still love, and many of you guys know who I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell the story and just kind of explain where I'm coming from with it. I started YouTube about 2011, and I got a lot of decent growth very early on because YouTube had a different ecosystem, and if a big YouTuber were to like your video or leave a comment, then it got a lot of attention on the site for a couple of days, and you just get subscribers rolling in and in and in and in all day long, and it was awesome, right? But that's gone now. So in those early days, I was just going around trying to find other YouTubers that were like me. And I consider myself to be a black nerd, a black geek, a black dork. So I would search those terms in the search engines, and then I came across Andre of Black Nerd Comedy. And I wrote him a letter and say, hey man, you know, I'm new out here, blah, blah, blah. Here's like some concepts I have for collaborations. I'd love to work with you. And he was still small at the time. And he reached back to me immediately. Like, he was a freaking awesome, sweet, nice guy. And he's like, yeah, man, totally. Let's do something. And it never came to fruition, because I think around that same time he started growing, and I just got like, I wasn't in his real ecosystem. Like, we met at VidCon and he was super nice and it was really fun. But then something happened where Ninja Turtles, the new movie, got announced, and at that point my channel was just purely variety. It was anything nerdy. I didn't care what it was. And so Ninja Turtles came out, and I made several Ninja Turtle videos. Around this same time, Andre started to get his star. Like, he was really blowing up on the site, getting a lot of attention, and he was also doing Ninja Turtle videos and posts and tweets and everything like that. And so something happened where coincidentally we said the same thing. Like, I made a video that said something he said in a tweet on Twitter that I don't remember like him posting. I didn't see the tweet, let's put it like that. And so he was mad at me, and he said that I was stealing his ideas. And at this point in my career on YouTube, I was hitting, I believe, like 10,000 subscribers, which was huge for me. It was amazing. And he goes, man, and like we had a phone call. He goes, man, you know, I really want to celebrate you. I want to support you. I want to help you, but I can't do that if you're stealing my content. I'm like, I'm not stealing your content. What do you mean? And he goes, man, he goes, you're stealing my content. Like, how am I stealing your content? He goes, I let this tweet about this thing about Michelangelo, and you said that in your video. And I was like, maybe two people had the same thing to say about it, but I'm not going around stealing tweets to get video ideas. I have plenty of weird stuff in my head, trust me. I have over 800 videos on this channel. Sorry, yeah, I do, on this channel. And I did not steal a single idea. Everything I do comes from me. I don't write scripts. I don't, like, you know, I don't do that. I have bullet points that I make, and I will go off the top of my head with that. You guys can tell by how unprofessional most of my videos are. That is just what I do. And so I was super, super insulted. But then, you know, I backed down though, and I go, okay, you know, that's fine, that's fine. But then later, Andre had another bone to pick with me, and it was that I was ranting sometimes. And I'm like, everybody on the internet rants. He goes, yeah, but you're black and you're a nerd and you're ranting, and you call one of your videos a black nerd rant. And it was because I didn't know who Andre was when I made that video. It was my Black People That Talk White video. And I just called it a black nerd rant. I was being a black nerd ranting about a situation, and that video did really well on on Reddit. And people would continually confuse Andre and I, which is stupid. We don't look alike. We're just black guys. I don't even wear glasses in my videos. And those people should be slapped in the face. But regardless, it got to Andre that people were confusing us. He said I was encroaching on his brand. And I'm like, dude, you don't own Black Nerd. I mean, you can be the Black Nerd, I guess. But like, Black Nerd is a cultural thing. Like, it's like who I am on the inside. If I had never met you or been on YouTube, I would still call myself a black nerd, because that is who I am. That's who I connect with. And a lot of my YouTube fans are also black nerds. But regardless, I let it go and I stopped ranting. And that's when I kind of actually fell into doing nerd motivation, which wound up working out to a degree, but then again it didn't. And to this day, I now regret that I backed down to Andre because he wanted to kind of intellectually own the concept of the black nerd or ranting or Ninja Turtle videos. And there were so many people that were doing the same thing. Like there were other guys I know in our, our little friend group there that were also doing the videos, but he wasn't getting mad at them because they were Latino guys or they were white guys. And me doing the video the way I was doing it apparently just bugged him so much that we could no longer be friends. And ever since that happened, our relationship has never been the same. Like, we've been cordial, but I've always wanted to extend a hand and go, hey man, let's be friends again. And now that this whole thing is happening with the Fine Brothers and intellectual property, I feel like it's a time to kind of speak up about it a little bit and say that, like, you can't own a concept like that, you know? You can own the way you do it, you can own what you do with it, but you can't really own a concept like that. You can't. Because when you do, you can't. I'm saying all that because this came up when I posted my video recently about the Oreo taste test. And I had someone write me and go, hey man, that's Lamar's thing. And I go, oh my God, not this, not this, not this. Lamar Wilson does taste tests now. He used to do tech reviews. I'd done taste tests and food reviews and snack food reviews before he even started doing it. And so I feel like it's totally okay for me to do this taste test. I know he did the same cookie, but it's just a cookie. I sang in the video. I did all these things that were my own original ideas. And I do this obnoxious character. He did none of that stuff. You know, like me simply doing a conceptual video does not mean that I'm copying someone else. I'm just going to end this video too with saying that, Andre, if you see this video, which you probably won't because I don't think you watch my content anymore, dude, I still want to be your friend. I still want to reach out to you and, connect and work together. But more than work together, I don't really need to work with you because I'm not doing anything on this site, as you can tell. I just want to, bury the hatchet and once and for all say, thank you for supporting me when you did support me, and say thank you for reaching out to me, back to me when I reached out to you, because you didn't have to do that. And so I still think we can, clear up this bad blood that came between us that we never cleared up. Again, you don't need me, you don't care about me, I'm not important to you, but I still value the concept that someone out there doesn't hate me or think ill of me or think that I would do something so heinous and ridiculous like steal your content. It got blown out of proportion, and I just want to say I'm sorry for the way it went. I didn't do anything, but I want to say sorry that it went that way. And I feel like if the Fine Brothers could reach out to each and every one of you guys, I think they'd say the same thing. So try to show them some mercy. Try to show them some compassion. And don't laugh at them as things go down. Try to reach out to them and be a fellow human being and say, hey, we know you made a mistake, but we also believe there's good in you. And you can have a chance to make this right. So do that.